Hey there, it's Eric Goll, and today we're diving into a specific topic that might be a bit of a wake-up call for you. And I just want you to know that I'm sharing this from a place of deep respect and love for you and your loved one. So you might think that government-funded support agencies are going to look after your loved one and keep them safe when you're gone. And I need to tell you that this is a myth. It just isn't true. And I know you're thinking, hey, well, there's programs in place, there's group homes, there's day programs. My loved one will be taken care of. You might want to believe that, but let's not kid ourselves. The social system is broken. I was recently in a conversation with one of the directors of one of these government-funded agencies that supports people with developmental disabilities. And they shared with me something that's really important for you to hear. They said it's paramount that for a person with an intellectual or developmental disability to have their own individualized life plan, because the plan that the social system will create for your loved one is not very good. In fact, it's often dangerous. Now you might be thinking, dangerous? Come on, Eric, really? First, let's talk about group homes, right? That the system supports and operates. They seem like a safe option, right? Well, here's the truth. They actually do harm and cause trauma to people with developmental disabilities. And I'm talking about situations where your loved one is going to be stripped of their ability to make choices and control their own life. Group homes follow a one-size-fits-all approach that simply does not work. I mean, for starters, imagine being forced to live with strangers and losing control of your daily activities, the choices you want to make for meals that you want to eat, the people who are working in your home, and having no control of who is walking in and out of your front door. Is that the best life for your loved one? Absolutely not. And let's not forget about day programs, right? These are places that should be enhancing your loved one's skills and capabilities. But the reality is that they limit or even decrease your loved one's potential instead. Why? Because day programs group people with developmental disabilities together. And only the highest level of needs for the people that are there can be met. And for your loved one, right? Someone's looking after them, but your loved one's not really doing anything meaningful. This is daycare, not a life of meaning, growth, and contribution and inclusion in community, in society. Your loved one deserves better. And who's to say that option by the social system, the government-run or agency-run group home or day program will even be available for your loved one at a time where they might need additional support. There's many families that have been in that position. They thought the government would be there to save them, and it's not. Those options were not available. And then the family's in crisis. Or maybe the family had been accessing those options, and then the funding was cut, or the program or the group home was closed, and then their loved one is in an emergency situation, right? That's a really big risk to take, and that's a risk that I don't think you need to take. Now you might be saying, Eric, you're painting a pretty bleak picture here. And yes, that's intentional, because there's too much at stake for you, right? We can't just delegate our loved one's well-being to a system and wash our hands. What you need is a personalized life plan for your loved one that offers safety and security, but also purpose and real relationships, not just a Band-Aid, one-size-fits-all solution, because that's not going to work for your loved one. That's exactly what I'm going to support you with in my upcoming life plan workshop, right? We're going to break down the steps to create a thorough and individualized life plan that takes into account the unique characteristics of your loved one, what their needs are, and also look at the potential for your loved one. I'm talking about a plan that secures what I call an awesome ordinary life for your loved one, a life full of choices, dignity, and love. So you can't afford to procrastinate on this, right? The longer that you wait, the older you're going to be, and inevitably, the less energy that you're going to have to do this work. Trust me, the time to jump in is now. So I invite you to click the link below if you have not yet joined the free life plan workshop. Your loved one's future shouldn't be left to chance or confined, limited to a broken system. So let's secure your loved one's future and create that awesome ordinary life together. I'm Eric Goll. Let's take a small step forward together and scroll down, click that link, and join me in the free upcoming life plan workshop.